Okay, so in this video we're going to be taking a look at angles in a triangle. So when we have a go at solving these questions in a minute, we need to use one of our important angle rules, and that is that angles in a triangle will always add up to 180 degrees. So let's use that for these next lot of questions. So for this first question, we want to find the size of the missing angle marked x. So we know that all of these angles added together, because it's a triangle, will add up to 180 degrees. So what we do in this scenario is we add the angles together that we already know. So we're going to take that 80 and we're going to add on the 60. Well, if we do 80 add 60, we get 140. So those two angles add up to 140, and the only angle left is the angle x. So because we know they will all add up to 180, we just simply take that 140 away. So we now do 180, take away that 140, and that would leave us with 40. So the size of angle x for this question would be 40 degrees. Okay, moving on, we've got to find the missing angle marked x again. So in this question, we've got our angle x at the top. We've then got 108 and 37 at the bottom. Again, because we know that they will all add up to 180, we're just going to add the angles that we know. So if we do 108, add the 37, that's going to give us 145. And then all we need to do is take that 145 away from 180. So when we do that, that leaves us with 35. So our missing angle x for this question would be 35 degrees. Okay, for this next question, we're finding that missing angle x again. But we can see this time we've got x up at the top. We've got 23 degrees in that bottom right corner. And then we've got our right angle. Well, a right angle is equal to 90 degrees. So we actually know two of these angles, so we can figure out the missing one. So what we would do is add the angles we know. Well, as we said, the right angle we know is 90 degrees. So I'm going to do 90, add on that 23, and that's going to give me 113. And then all we do now is take that 113 away from 180. And when we do that, that leaves us with 67. So our missing angle x here would be 67 degrees. And for this last one, we've got a bit of a trickier question. So this time we've got to work out the size of the angles marked x and 2x. So we've got a bit of an algebra problem this time. So what we can do in this scenario is actually collect our like terms and make an expression for the sum of the angles. So for example, if I said 2x, add this x here, well 2x plus x would give me 3x, 3 lots of x. So then to that 3x, what I'd have to do is I'd have to add on this 48. So if I add that on here, I've now got an expression for the sum of the angles in this triangle. It would be 3x plus 48. We can now make an equation there because we know that all of these angles should add up to 180. So 3x plus 48 would actually be equal to 180, which creates this equation. So now, just like before, we're going to take away the value we know, but because it's an equation, I'm taking it away from this side, which means I'm also going to take it away from this side. So I'm ensuring that I'm balancing the equation. Well, if I take it away from the left-hand side, I'm just going to be left with 3x. And then on the right-hand side, we'd have 180, take away 48. That would give us 132. Well, we've now got 3x, which means 3 times x is equal to 132. So to solve for x, all I'm going to do is the opposite. So instead of multiplying by 3, we're going to divide this side by 3, which means then I've got to do it to the other side as well. So I'm going to divide that side by 3. So 3x divided by 3 would just leave us with x, and then we'd have 132 divided by 3. That's going to leave us with 44. So we've solved what x is. We know that x is equal to 44. So this angle here would actually be 44 degrees, because that's what the value of x is. So then to figure out what this angle 2x is over here, we have to find 2x. And to do that, all we would do is take this x and we'd multiply it by 2. So I'm going to do that exact same thing on the right hand side. So if I do 44 times 2, that'll give me 88. So this angle 2x would actually be equal to 88 degrees. So hopefully those examples made sense. And that's it for this video. If you want to check out any more videos on angles, then I'll leave some links for them in the description and also put a card in the top corner. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please feel free to leave a like and consider subscribing. If there are any topics that you'd like me to go through next, then please just let me know down in the comments and I'll try to make some videos on those topics as soon as possible. So thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.